You don't know what the original intro was unless you see behind the scenes footage, so on you.
Please do not plug your channel on my channel. Hey, welcome back to our Super Reaction Idiots. I'm Corbin.
I have hands.
And you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter for all juicy content.
You know what this is? It's a spider doing push-ups on a mirror.
And a mirror cup. And I think we're also on Patreon and follow us on official Twitter account, please. And follow us on our official 2.0 channel if you like American content. If you don't, just ignore it like you're already doing.
If you want to know what we thought about the movie Joker, you're not going to find out here. You need to see it over on 2.0.
But a new trailer dropped. We've seen the teaser for it.
Okay, what do you think? I don't know.
It's the Bala one. The one with ayushmann khurrana, and he was riding
Yes, he's riding the motorcycle, and we're like, what the freak is this about? And he was the dude who had no hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe he was riding to a iconic song from SRK, I believe.
Correct, that we didn't know, but Stupid Babies did. And they're like, that's why you don't get it, because you're stupid.
So I believe this is about...
so this is the trailer.
A guy losing his hair. I think that's what it's about.
We'll see.
One type of ayushmann. I love ayushmann khurrana. I think he's so unique, and he does very unique things in the Bollywood world.
He does, and we were really impressed with the subtlety and the nuances of his dramatic work in Article...
Article 30?
30. No, that's Super 30.
Yeah.
Article 15. Sorry. And, I actually had somebody, a little side note. Somebody actually commented that, because we talked about how much we thought war was inferior to Syrah, and they said, the reason you don't like war is because you're just jealous of Rithik.
I am jealous, but that is not the reason.
How shallow can you be? I don't like his movies because I'm jealous of his beauty.
I just want his underwear. Here we go.
That's true.
ये हमारे प्रमुख अखबारों के मैट्रिमोनियल एड्स पढ़ाई लिखाई जाति प्रजाति सब बाद में सिर्फ गोरी लड़की चाहिए इन शॉर्ट जो गोरा है वो सुंदर है
आपकी टोपी पहन के काहे बात कर रहे हैं
हमारी टोपी हमारी मर्जी
धूप लग रही है क्या हटाओ टोपी
किसी और को दिक्कत नहीं आपको काहे हो रही है नहीं हटाएंगे हम
शर्मा काहे रहे हटाओ
बाला लहराते बालों की वजह से बच्चन भैया हम स्कूल में हीरो थे हीरो अमिताभ बच्चन अवतार भी के रोल में कैसे जी सकता है जॉब में डिमोट हो जाते हैं मिमिक्री में फ्लॉप हो जाते हैं बचपन की गर्लफ्रेंड छोड़ के चली जाती है सुंदर लड़की से बात करते तो फटती है हमारी लगता है धंसेगी हम पे देख के हेयर लॉस नहीं आइडेंटिटी लॉस हो रहा हमारा इसको कहते हैं थ्रिल नहीं चाहिए मैं थ्रिला हस्त मैथुन और सेक्स में फर्क होता है बे ये हस्त मैथुन है हमें बाल उगाने अपने असली के उगा देंगे
भैंस का गोबर और सांड का वीर्य मिला के अपने सर पर लगा लें
जैसी परी मिलेगी
मेरी निशानी वाली
जितने विकेट बचे हैं ना इनके रहते अपनी इनिंग बचा लो आज तुम्हारे पापा मैं बाल गिफ्ट कर रहे हैं बेटा
बाल नाम तो सुना होगा
नहीं सुना
तो फिर आज ही जिंदगी और जी एक नाम और जान लो क्या पता कल हो ना हो
लगता है तो एक फिल्म हो तो हमें डर लगता है कि एक दिन अचानक इस फिल्म का दी एंड हो जाएगा
हम कोई फिल्म नहीं है बेबी हम तो एकता कपूर का सीरियल है सोडा पानी नींबू के साथ क्या पिएंगे
इतने बड़े चूतिया को इतनी सुंदर लड़की दिल दे दी
बताए तो दिए हो ना
हमने फैसला कर लिया प्रलोभन करवाएंगे
अरे उससे अच्छा तो तुम्हारा यही टापू है भैया जो सर में लगा घूमते हो पूरा दिन
टाइम ही जाएगा
ट्रांसप्लांट के लिए तुम्हारे छाती हाथ और दाढ़ी के बाल बहुत कम है बस एक ही जगह है
मलिंगा कट चल रहा है आजकल भैया
छांट के बाल सर पे लगाने को बोल रहा है आदमी हम नहीं करवाएंगे
I did not know there was a Indian version of
Yeah,
the song Tequila.
Da-dun, da-da-da-dun-dun.
Tequila.
Yeah,
I
that's
did not know there was a...
pretty fun.
Did they make it just for this, or has this been around for like a long time?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Wow. This gave me... remember those series of films we watched about the I think it was erectile dysfunction, or the one with the
And
semen?
impotence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like three of them, right? Like there was
Donor.
Vicky
Vicky
Donor.
Donor. Yeah.
And then there was like three of them.
Yeah,
right?
there was another one with the family, and the family's trying to get them to copulate.
Badiho?
Yeah.
Was it Badiho?
I don't remember.
It gave me that kind of vibe, though.
Yeah.
A very, like, they're taking a it's taboo subject, really. You don't really, people don't talk about baldness, actually.
No,
really
and
very
I
much.
here's the thing for me.
Mhm.
I don't get. It's really hard for me to comprehend a film whose subject matter is on male baldness and the guys. I mean, I understand it is like a lot of guys are deeply affected by it. Especially, I know guys who started going bald when they were in their early 20s.
Yeah.
Same thing with premature graying. And I understand
Jewish people,
a
it's a
thick,
big
a
thing
thick
with
head of
Jewish
hair,
people.
you know, is like the stereotype of sexiness. But I know a lot of dudes who are balding or totally bald. Dudes are sexy, man.
Yeah.
And did you all know that one of the culprits that contributes to balding in men is high testosterone? So like the very dudes that are afraid it's a kick against their masculinity, those dudes are actually quite freaking full of testosterone because that's a contributing factor to hair loss.
Yeah.
There's many factors, and I get it, but the whole idea of a premise of a film, I'm hoping there's
Well,
more to it. Like, it's
think-
like, don't be so shallow as to make your whole identity on your appearance.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Me too.
Similar to those other ones, because a lot of those other ones, I don't know how they can make a whole film about
Exactly.
erectile dysfunction, but
Right.
from what we heard, those are really funny,
Yeah.
really good films. So I'm
Right.
assuming this, and Ayushmann, from what we've seen, picks really unique things. So I don't think he would just do something just for like because.
No, I hope it reminds me of a film that when at first glance, the idea of this film, you're like, okay, great, it's just going to be stupid and ridiculous, funny. But then after you've watched it, you realize, wow, what a beautiful message this film actually has.
Yeah.
And that's The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin looks like it's just going to be the stupid sex movie about this guy losing his virginity with his buddies and all the campy, ridiculous things that can happen. But what you discover as you're watching it, if you haven't seen it, you should see that Steve Carell movie. It's not only screaming funny, but it's actually got a really beautiful, sweet message. And my hope is this guy goes through this transformation of recognizing his identity was wrapped up in his hair, and then he lost it, and then he gets it back, and he's thinking he's going to get true love that way, and discovers that a woman who really loves him is going to love him for more than just his physical appearance. She's going to love him for who he is inside.
Well,
So-
I'd assume it would have more of that vibe because the
Yeah.
director is Amira.
Kaushik. Oh, yeah.
He did do Stree,
Yeah.
and so Go
And Go Go Gone.
He didn't direct Go Go Gone, but he was part of it.
Part of it? Okay.
But people love Stree.
Yeah.
And they say that it was a
Nice.
hilarious comedy, but it was like a really good film as well. So I'm assuming if it can follow the Badiho / the Vicky Donner type vibes of a unique concept, but obviously there's a lot more to it than
Right.
just
And to smash
making fun
the-
of baldness.
Exactly. I can't imagine that's what it's going to be, which is why I would be interested in seeing it, because I think if it has that message in the end and encourages guys and girls
I would
who
assume it
who
would,
who make the assumption if you're bald you're not attractive.
Yeah.
But let's obliterate those stereotypes in people.
In Indian culture, is baldness like did people lose their hair? Because there's certain cultures like
big
lose
time.
their hair a lot. Like
Oh, yeah.
Jews.
Yeah,
notoriously.
notoriously are hairy-bodied people who lose their hair on
lose
top.
their hair.
It happens a lot with Italians too.
You're...
And I'm Italian too. I'm actually. My dad was bald in his 20s.
Yeah, that's strange.
He was like Jack Nicholson bald.
Yeah, a good head of hair for a
50-year-old
50-year-old Jew.
50-year-old
Italian.
Jewish Italian, yeah. So, but the other thing at the beginning, unrelated to the baldness, did you notice he was talking about the ads?
Oh, yeah.
I have learned recently there is an entire industry with advertisements in papers and companies that you can go to specifically for arranged marriages, where you could, with she who shall not be named, when your son is older, let's frame it, because the person who told me this in the context of a daughter, right? So you could go to one of these places and talk to the person behind the counter and say, okay, we would like to have a young man who's this old, has this background, comes from this family, is this and is that, and they will look for the proper match for you, and you pay them for the arrangement.
Strange. Strange.
That is
But, I mean,
so like outside
Foreign.
which I bring it up because at the very beginning he's talking about that just happenstance, because that is just
well, yeah, there's
normative.
there's a lot of arranged marriage in
Yeah.
Indian culture.
Yeah.
But
But I had no idea that like there's publications like magazines about
I'd assume that's not the
arranged
norm.
marriages.
But obviously it does happen. But yeah, this looks okay. I'm majorly interested just because of Ayushmann.
Yeah.
And then the director as well, because we've heard so many good things about Sri. We're definitely going to be watching it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a big draw.
But yeah,
Ayushmann's a big draw.
because he's just so unique. I just don't think he would pick. That's why I'm thinking like I'm not really worried that it's just on the surface level, just baldness, ha ha ha, funny.
Right.
That because he doesn't strike me as that type of guy who would just do that type of film.
Me too.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
You let us know what you thought of it, and let us know what we're missing, because I'm sure there's.
Oh, I'm distracted. I see you.
You
in,
see me?
in the
Thanks.
mirror
I
on-
distract people with my face.
right there. That's never happened before. I don't like it.
Please don't look at me.